Hello everyone, my name is Ms.zhira. I am a science teacher at Lezan Private Basic School. Today we are going to explain new things. Before starting that, we explained the last lesson about temperatures, and in here we will explain converting between temperature units. As you know, we have three types: temperature scale. We have a Celsius and Kelvin and Fahrenheit. In here we wanted to change it, converting between temperature units. It means how changing the unit between them. We have four rules. This is four rules. It's too much important because we need it to solving the question. Let's start with the first rule. Celsius change it to Fahrenheit. How degree Celsius change it to a degree Fahrenheit? The first time, write down temperature by Fahrenheit. After that, 9/5 times temperature by Celsius. In here, plus 32. The second rule, opposite the first rule. The second rule, Fahrenheit change it to Celsius. Temperature by Celsius, we need it in the question. We want to find out temperature by Celsius. After that, in here 9/5, but in there, opposite 5/9. Temperature by Fahrenheit, we will use it when we have in a question minus 32. This is two rules between Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius. And the third rule, Celsius, degree Celsius change it to Kelvin. The relationship now we have between these two rules, between Celsius to Kelvin and Kelvin to Celsius. Temperature by Kelvin, we need it in the question. Temperature by Celsius, we have in the question, plus 273. This is, we need to find out temperature by Kelvin. In the fourth rule, Kelvin change it to Celsius. Temperature by Celsius, we need it. Temperature by Kelvin we have in the question, minus 273. This is for rule. It's too much important to solving the question. We have a question in here to understand. This is rule. We have a question in here. Absolute zero. Absolute zero, as you know, it means 0 Kelvin. So in here in the question we have TK. What is the equivalent temperature on Celsius? It means we want to find out temperature by Celsius. The relationship now between TC and TK. It means we need to find out TC. K, change it to C. Which one K, change it to C? We have the rule in here. You can find out and you can memorize it. This is for rule. Write down the rule the first time. TC equal TK minus 273. How much TK in the question? 0 Kelvin. 0 minus 273. So we will go away to calculate it. After calculating, minus 273, our result. But by what? Measuring by what? TC, measuring by degree Celsius. That's enough. For each question, have to understand, have to know what we have and what do you need. It means input and output, what we have and what do you need. If you find out what we have and what do you need, it will be easier to answer the question, to solving the question. But this is four rules. It's too much important between converting between temperature unit. In this slide, we will talk about application of thermal expansion. It means thermal expansion. And we're using, what's the application for thermal expansion? We have third application. The first application, expansion joint on highway. As you know, every time we will go to on the bridge by the car, we will hearing the sound. The sound, maybe you will hearing that this is sound. When you listen, you can ask your question in your mind, what's the sound? But the sound, depending for thermal expansion, this is sound maybe came when you go, the cars moving on the gaps on the bridge and making expand joint. After that, when the weather will be hot, the bridge will be too much expand. That's why in this moment, maybe the bridge, it will be dangerous and it will become breaking. And here's, and this is applications, expansion joint on a highway, we have it. The application applied that when go to the bridges and the bridge will be expanding in the hot weathers and the rooms expanding more without breaking. So in this moment, we have one advantage for expansion. The second one, bimetallic strip in thermostat. As you know, thermostat at home we will using. This is device controlling heaters, and inside the thermostat we have bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip contain two metals, different metals. As you know, if you different metals, they have a different expansion. So when you become heat, this is will be coil and uncoil. This coil and uncoil, switch on and switch off electric circuit. When switch on or switch off, this is controlling the heaters in our homes. The third application, thermal expansion, hot air balloons. As you know, in the sky, sometimes we will see the balloons moving. So this is balloon when you see using what? Hot air gas. But we have the question, why hot air gas will be raised? When will be hot the gas, the average kinetic energy will be increased. When the average kinetic energy will be increased, the particles moving around each other, so expanding more. When you expand, as you know, the gas, they have this characteristic, can be changing the volume in the containers. So in this moment, when expanding the molecules of the gas, so it will be, they have a less dense than the this is airs around the balloon. That's why the balloon can be moving up, go to the sky. So this is third application, talking about application of thermal expansion. For today, that's enough. Thanks for your listening. Have a nice time.